Time travel, the concept of going back from the present into the past or even the future. But is it possible? Is the idea of time travel so beyond the realms of possibility that we don't even consider that it could be real? Well, prepare yourself to have your mind blown because here I present to you real proof of time travel. The hipster. This photo was taken in 1940. It is a photo that was taken at the opening of a newly built bridge in British Columbia. But what is so special about this photo? One person who is in the crowd, this hipster looking dude, has a very different look from the rest of the others. As you can see, his style is definitely not the 40s. His clothes are far more casual and modern than those worn by the other individuals in this photograph. The King Goody Hammer. The King Goody Hammer is one of those items that were out of place. They found it embedded in a Cretaceous block of stone in the Mesozoic era. So if that were true, it would have been placed hundreds of millions of years before the appearance of man on Earth. But what makes us question the authenticity of the object is that it hasn't been oxidized. The Dorchester pot. The Dorchester pot, or yar, is a vase of zinc and silver found in 1851 in a solid rock in Dorchester, Massachusetts. The container has a bell and floral patterns made from silver, and it is said that the age of the rock dates back some 100,000 years. However, after being exposed in multiple museums, this artifact disappeared. The Peary Race Map. The Peary Race Map is a world map compiled in 1513 from military intelligence by the Ottoman Admiral Peary Race, showcasing America. It is said that he drew the map before the discovery of the New World. The Antikythera mechanism. The Antikythera mechanism was discovered in 1900 in a cargo ship near the town of Antikythera. This artifact dates from 150 to 100 BC and is embedded in a rock. This object appears to be a system of differential gears, but what's strange is that these gears were invented in the 1700s. The Egyptian magnifier. There is an Egyptian magnifier that is 4,800 years old, or at least that's what experts believe. After all, it is actually exhibited in the British Museum. This object is made of rock crystal and was believed to be used to observe the sky. Something incredible because for a lens with those characteristics, it was necessary to polish the glass with oxide that was not discovered until 1803. The Klerksdorp spheres. The Klerksdorp spheres are in South Africa on Precambrian strata found 2,800 years ago by miners who began to find about 200 of these metal balls with the peculiarity of having around grooves and markings. They have a diameter of between 2 and 10 centimeters and some are exhibited in the Museum of Klerksdorp. Hey look, the Death Star! Although some scientific hypotheses claim these are perfect spheres, they are nodules of metamorphic origin. The Swiss watch. Well, here's something strange. The discovery of a Swiss watch found in an ancient Chinese tomb that was sealed over 400 years ago. It is not known how it got there, but the object is a miniature ring-shaped clock, and on the back of his watch is the written words, "Made in Switzerland." The tomb was in Shaanxi in Southeast Asia, and it is believed to have not been opened since the death of its occupant during the Emperor Ming Dynasty between the 15th and 16th century. The wooden glider. In a car museum, a wooden glider is displayed. For any current observer, this object will go unnoticed if you do not know that it is about 2,200 years old. It was found in 1898 in a tomb in the Egyptian city of Saqqara, but since there were no planes at that time, it was not fixed and was stored for a long time until Dr. Khalil Messiha rediscovered it in 1969. Charlie Chaplin's Time Traveler. Now you probably heard of this one. It is probably the most convincing piece of evidence and proof of time travel. After all, unlike the previous photos, this was caught on film at the premiere of the Charlie Chaplin movie The Circus in 1928. In the video, you can see a woman walking in the background while holding what appears to be an electronic device, thought to be a phone. But is it really a phone? It does look like she's talking while holding it in her ear. So it is very likely that she may be using a call. Or is she using a hearing aid? That's what many doubters think she's using, a pocket-sized carbon microphone. But what do you think? Is time travel possible? We may never know until the future.